Hi, Democrats. Today is Wednesday, September 6th, and it's time for the Chair's Daily Live. Happy Wednesday. All righty, so I have, let's call it good news. I have good news for the state of Oklahoma. We just received a food insecurity grant. It's not good news that we need a food insecurity grant, but it is good news that we received it in a time where we are facing a crisis of food insecurity in our state, along with a crisis of the folks being unhoused. So we received $12.5 million to stabilize and expand food pantries statewide in ARPA funds. So again, the federal government is coming in to bail us out, to help us out and make sure that Oklahomans housed and unhoused who are facing food insecurity have more options available to them to be able to have food for their families. This brings up an issue that I have with the right, who are always telling people to pull up their bootstraps, and they're always saying, you know, we need to let our charitable foundations take care of those needs. Yet, in this instance, it is the federal government who's taking care of those needs. So it just feels like we're not listening. We're not living by what we state our Oklahoma values are. I'm grateful for the food. I just wish we would also use some of our $9 billion of savings to help feed people. I'm a little tart about the governor bragging about the savings while people are starving. Just the thing. Hello, Allison. Hello, Calvin. Glad that you joined me. So if you watch national news, you no doubt heard yesterday that we, once again, are an embarrassment. We are a laughingstock. Oklahoma is one of two states who have signed a contract to deal with, to get our some educational materials from PragerU. They're not accredited, but anyway, we signed a deal that we're going to get educational materials from PragerU. I showed you a clip yesterday of a cartoon version of Christopher Columbus saying that slavery was better than death, and that the people he encountered on the New World were savages, and at least in Europe, they didn't eat people. I just wanted to remind you of the racist, horrible tone of training that Ryan Walters is so excited about bringing to Oklahoma kids. Now, this is the same Ryan Walters who has made many a car video, sent many a janky looking press release about how we're not going to allow kids to be indoctrinated. Now, if you've missed it, I have a video for you.
Happening now, State Superintendent Ryan Walters posting a video on social media ordering his staff to investigate two teachers for, quote, indoctrinating students.
I have instructed my staff to immediately begin the processes to hold the two teachers accountable who actively violated state law, admitted to violating state law, to indoctrinate our kids. We will not allow the indoctrination of Oklahoma students here in the state of Oklahoma.
Walters did not name those two teachers.
All right, there was no teacher who said, yes, I'm indoctrinating, but that's a whole nother conversation. So that's Ryan Walters. It's coming out of his mouth. It's not rumor. It's not, I'm telling you, blah, blah, blah. You saw it. But then he signed a contract, bragged about it with PragerU. Now let's hear from the founder of PragerU right now.
So your perception of me is quite different. Why? And I really wanted to hear, what evidence do you have that I am despicable? So it was fascinating. As I spent at least 10 minutes there until I just had to come in here. And all I heard was, well, because you indoctrinate kids. And which is true. We bring doctrines to children. That's a very fair statement.
So are we not allowing kids to be indoctrinated, or are we only okay if we're indoctrinating them in the things that Ryan wants them to be indoctrinated into? I heard a saying last week that I really like. A man's words come second to his actions every day. In this instance, Walter's actions were to go sign a contract with someone who brags about indoctrinating children. His words were, "We can't let children be indoctrinated." There you have it. This man has to go. Right now, our state legislature is not in session. However, they are still legislators. They still have executive assistants and legislative assistants who are working and reading their emails. I'm asking you to call their offices, be polite, email their offices, be polite, and tell them that you demand they start impeachment or the investigation for impeachment processes right now. He is a danger to our students. He's in danger to the future of our state. Thanks for joining me, and I'll be back here tomorrow at 4:15.